Welcome to Kyle App presented by AgKnocks. My name is Tom Ag, and I'm joined by Billy and AgJack. And here we are. Win and get in, win out, beat Auburn, beat Texas and in, or lose to fucking Auburn this week and chug a handle of whiskey and slowly die out back of some dive bar by the gutter.
Yeah,
it's definitely the most Aggie thing to lose to Auburn this weekend.
It
Absolutely.
It is. But remember this feeling.
It doesn't feel the same. No, it doesn't. It's not a South Carolina feeling. It's just not. There's no way. It's not the same experience. We were going into South Carolina. South Carolina is actually a good team, right? Like, we looked at the Auburn wins. It's horrific. It's a different level of team. This is an Elko, like, go handle your business. Yes, we'll talk about the unfortunate slip up in the media this week. But no, it's not the same as South Carolina. There's no way.
You are the king of, we'll talk about that later. We got to clean that up. But in the same spirit, let's talk about that game later. Let's talk about what happened last week right now.
Crazy way to transition that. This is why. State. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are we gonna talk? We're gonna talk about CFP. We'll talk about New Mexico State later. We'll talk about A&M basketball later. CFP rankings just came out. We're still at 15, even though everybody lost in front of us and we didn't lose, even though we looked like shit against New Mexico State. The vibes are that obviously we have to win out to make the playoff. Like, it's very clear to us. At least that's what it is, right? Like, there's no question about what it is to get in. We don't have the luxury of losing a game. So isn't it better that way? It's like we just have to win out.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the CFP rankings mean literally nothing right now. Like, who cares? We have to beat Texas, we have to beat Auburn, we have to beat Texas, and it's decided. That's done. I've already aired my opinion on if we lose that SEC championship game. I know they've come out and said they won't punish people, but we all know how that works for A&M. It's different rules. So we'll see what happens, but I feel pretty good. Again, it's like, who cares? I don't give a shit that SMU and BYU are in front of us. Whatever, right? If we win, that says it.
It's been painful to listen to you guys just talk about how we were gonna get knocked out of the playoff if we lost the SEC championship.
You should have gotten suspended then, dude. You would have been able to come out here and offer your opinion, but you're out here suspended for yapping ridiculous things.
We'll second that. But no, dude, you don't think after what you've seen with the CFP rankings, keeping us basically out of the loop on everything, you don't think for a second they wouldn't keep us out? Bro, they will jump at the first opportunity they get.
I mean, yes, like the argument you're making, absolutely, sure. But like at the end of the day, there's no way it would be criminal. Like, it wouldn't add up. It wouldn't make sense. They have Texas in too high of a regard. And if you're in the SEC championship and they're not divisions, like, it's just straight up like, who is the best SEC team this year? And our best wins are Texas, LSU, and Missouri, and we only lost to Notre Dame and at South Carolina, who South Carolina is probably going to win out. It's kind of like there is no other situation here.
They left out an undefeated ACC champion Florida State last year. What are you talking about?
ACC champion with a third-string quarterback. That was already fraudulent. That was contextual.
Dude, like, it's clear that it's like there's no guarantees. Like, they can say what they want, but like, if we go lose that SEC championship game by 30 points to Georgia, it's not happening.
I think we would be the last. We'd be the last at-large seed, unless they just come out and argue that the SEC sucked and we should have never had a shot anyways. But I don't think that's possible because, once again, they said that they're not going to hold it against anybody because you're playing an extra game. And two, again, just logically, big picture, beginning of the season, if you told me that the two teams playing in the SEC championship, that the team that lost wouldn't make the playoff, you'd be like, how?
Just saying. I think we'll like we have to just revisit this. Like, we can talk about this all we want, but like we just have to go win the game. That's it.
talk about this real quick. So Texas fans were on a parade on Sunday talking about how now we were not going to have a ranked win because they don't have a ranked win because their schedule is ass and their strength of schedule is terrible. And they were dancing around saying we weren't going to have any ranked wins because Missouri lost. Missouri's ranked. So A&M still has a ranked win. I just wanted to put that out.
I don't know why Missouri is ranked. Can we talk about, dude, why is Missouri ranked? They are terrible. They got shut out by Bama. We beat them, 41-9, 41-10?
Don't question
Definitely
it.
not a team that should be ranked.
Yeah, who have they beaten? Like, what is their argument? Legitimately. Like, I don't want to argue against them because we need them to be ranked. But, I mean, good Lord.
Yeah. Well, also part of the issue that, like, I see us, like, it could happen of this whole, like, Texas is actually ass. They haven't played anybody. Well, like, if we're saying that and, like, we smoke them, people are like, wait, like, was Texas, like, actually not very good? Like, they could say that. Like, obviously that, like, wouldn't be whatever. Right. But
I mean, that would be the
their
ultimate.
wins are a 4-point win over Auburn, 42-point win over UMass, 3-point win in OT over Vandy.
It doesn't make sense.
3-point win over Boston College, 38-0 in some cupcake games at the beginning of the year. Lost 34-0 to Mizzou. Beat a 7-point win against OU. Lost to South Carolina. I mean, yeah, I don't see how this is ranked.
How is this team fucking ranked? I don't know.
SEC just means more.
Damn, bro. All right, maybe the SEC bias is real.
For that, it's real. I mean, I think South Carolina's good. And also, everyone's trying to, like, post a screenshot of our score against South Carolina, which that sucked that they beat us. I haven't gotten to talk about that yet, but they did not beat us that badly. It was not as bad as the score indicated. They scored like 3 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you knew people were going to do that. Like, you had to.
I actually think the committee will factor that in. And it was like a totally, completely fraudulent last touchdown of, like, was an obvious incomplete pass that they called as a fumble, which was insane. Insane. And they're like, wow, let's just tack on one more touchdown, which then in a team that's in a playoff race, like, that comes back to bite you when it's, think of whatever it was, 2020. We lose by 27 points to Bama, right? We lose by 14 points. So maybe we'll give them another shot, right? That's where that comes to bite you. So,
yeah, all the disrespect, all the bullshit. Like, I just think we got to win these last 2 games. It's like out in front of us. We set ourselves up for this. Like, the South Carolina loss, obviously huge hiccup, but, like, we set ourselves up for, we win the last 2 games we should be in.
All right, well, let's talk about New Mexico State. I was not able to fully experience this game. From what I've seen, it wasn't that bad. It's not the sky is falling, but Tom and AgJack, I feel like you guys need to let something out.
I mean, yeah, I have some overreactions while the game is actually going on. Yeah, I'm not gonna go away from that. But here's the thing, dude, is the second, like, as soon as the 14-minute mark hit in the second quarter, we had zero offense. Like, until the fourth quarter, basically. We couldn't get into the end zone. We were having trouble running the ball. First off, we were having trouble running the fucking ball. I know Amari exploded for like a 75-yard touchdown, but other than that, we weren't averaging like 5 yards a carry like we should have been against that New Mexico State team. We probably were, but it didn't look like it. It didn't feel like we were dominating them at all from the offensive side of the ball while we were playing. What I will say, though, Marcel throwing the ball, I love how they came out and actually threw it a shitload of times. It really, I guess, got him warmed up more. He's going to need it. But Marcel looks fucking good.
I got to stop you right there. I think the more we talk about this team, the more fraudulent I think we actually might be.
Why?
I'm not going to lie, bro. Because that game was like, and the Bowling Green game, like, honestly, if you look back across the board, like, we played close games. Like, that's why we're not ranked high, because we don't have, like, good eye candy games. We don't have games where people watch this and we're like, damn, that was sick. Except for Missouri. And we don't have a quarterback. There's like, there's a confusion with the committee of like, who's going to play quarterback for this team? So there's inconsistency.
Do you think that's hurting us, bro? Do you think
It's a
like
38? It was 38-3. What are you saying? Like this is a close game? Like it was 14-0 in like 3 minutes.
No, it's not close on the scoreboard. It's close in the sense of like exactly what Tom was saying. Like we were not dominating this game. We were winning this game. We were doing what we should have done, but it was like painful. Like Marcel was missing guys all night long. I have notes from this game. This was like EJ Smith. Let's give you the ball and see what you can do. He's terrible. He looks like he doesn't belong on a D1 football field. Marcel, go ahead.
that third string running back needs to be promoted immediately?
Yeah, he's got heart. He probably gets in early, leaves late.
Last one to leave.
Wait,
Last
the
one to leave.
craziest thing about this. So my wife's cousin was like, "Oh, I know someone on the." She's from way upstate New York. She's like, "I know someone on the A&M football team. Yeah, he's like a running back. Like he's a stud." And she shows me, is like, "I've definitely never seen this dude before." Denota, that's him.
Oh shit,
Straight
dude.
up. My guy's getting reps. Let him cook.
But see,
Get him on the show.
that's the example of like Denota in this game. It's like that guy is on the radar now because he took his opportunity and looked good. Everybody else didn't, for the most part. Like, or I guess Theo did. Like Thor, 5 catches.
Where's Theo
100
been the
yards.
whole fucking year? Where have we? I feel like the tight ends were very heavily involved, and then they fucking disappeared.
You're right, and that's part of the problem, right? Is like tight ends only showed up in this game. Marcel was missing easy throws. He could have had like 500 yards in this game. Like he missed a lot of easy throws, wide open guys. And I think the worst part of this game, and we know this, is that we thought Connor would come in and just tear it up, and he was horrible. He was horrible.
Yeah,
He's
mentally cooked. Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. We'll see him in the transfer portal, and we'll GG's. Thanks for the memories.
dude, I feel bad, man. I really thought he was going to be it.
So
It's a shame.
it doesn't give you a lot of confidence for like if we need a passer, where are we going to turn in the playoff? And it's not hating on Marcel. Like Marcel's a good player and he can get much better. He can develop as a passer, but it's not going to happen overnight. And I think there's nothing stopping everybody else from just stacking the box and asking him to beat us over the top. It's real.
I agree they can stack the box, but like he's competent enough. Absolutely. I firmly believe that. He's not going to dominate you and like dice you up, but like absolutely can he hit like he proved that against LSU. Yeah, it was 2 throws, but like they were like, "Oh, this dude can't throw it. Watch." Hits a 70-yard or 60-yard bomb in stride. Like what do you need? I think we're being unfair. Sure he misreads, but like players miss throws all the time. This is college.
It's not
his first year starting.
He had guys running literally like wide open, like downfield, no one around them, and he was like airmailing them. It's beyond like missing reads. It's like an accuracy thing. He'll get it sorted. Like this is stuff you can work on, but I think it didn't give me confidence that like Marcel's the guy in the playoff and we can win a championship this year off of his arm, and next year we're good to go and he's going to win Heisman.
I mean, like, do we think we're winning a championship? Like, really? For me, the goal for the season is to make the playoff. Absolutely. Winning a championship, like, let's keep it a buck here, dude. It's Elko's first year. We are on a backup playing quarterback, right, who's turned out great. Absolutely. But, like, what are we saying? That it's like, oh, yeah, like, Marcel's got to be the guy to take us to the promised land. Like, that would be an incredible surprise for him to go out in his first year starting and win a national championship. Absolutely. But
it happens all the time.
It does.
I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. Like, if we were at the beginning of the season and we said, like, we were 2 games away, like 2 wins away from being a playoff team, we'd be like, holy shit, no way. Totally, 100%. And, like, I think we're going to win the national championship? Is that, like, the standard? No. But I'm saying, like, if we're thinking about it and if we're watching this game and trying to pull positives and negatives from it, like, yeah, the reality is they should have went into this game and won like 70-0, and Marcel should have been like perfect, and he wasn't. So,
yeah, but it's growing pains. Like, you're not recognizing the progress, right? Like, that's where I'm like, it's frustrating because when you think about it, like, if you're the Washington Commanders, are you like Super Bowl or bust? If we don't like win the Super Bowl, we're fucked. Absolutely not. You're thrilled to make the playoffs. You want to win a game or two, but like, you're not going to be shocked if you don't go all the way. Would it be? Is it possible? Absolutely. Would it be great? Sure, but like, you're not like, oh, dude, we're fucked. Like, we need a new solution.
No, I'm with you. Progress
Yeah,
is
but I
recognized.
think it's just more, dude. I think it's just more of like having the chance, being in the dance, dude. Like getting to the playoffs is one thing, but seeing that we can compete. What if we make the SEC championship and go and beat Bama?
Right.
Like,
That'd be
then
sick.
what are you saying at this point?
Dude, but
Well,
we're
then it
playing with
changes.
house money at that point. Like, it's like, let's just enjoy the ride. Frankly, dude, like, come on.
We're already playing
No.
with house money. Like, if you really think about it. And we have been for a while, but I'm just saying, like, big picture, if you really want to think about it and you really want to be a badass SEC team and like Elko's like the guy and we're going to have a dynasty, you just got to have those thoughts. And next year they're going to be much better.
You're like describing things that happen like once in a generation. Like, that it's like, well, yeah.
It hasn't happened in a couple generations for us, bro. So maybe it might.
Dude,
No,
the throne is open right now. Georgia's ass. Carson
I'm
Beck
not trying
is
to like, hey, like, obviously that's what I want, but like, dude, like, try to keep it like remotely realistic.
well,
Just,
it's
like,
not. I'm not trying to be unrealistic. I'm just saying, like, if that's what we're going for, and that's what everybody's going for in the SEC, then this is what it is. But the good parts about that game, did you guys see Scylla?
no.
The defensive end, Scylla, he had like 3 sacks in the second half. They're like, he's a motherfucking monster. They call him Godzilla. He's going to be a beast
That's
next
actually
year.
pretty sick.
Yeah, he's going to be a beast next year. It was him and Denoda that popped up, and then Miles O'Neal came in and had a super competent drive with a freshman receiver.
Yeah. Dude,
Hey, let's not sleep on Wegman's sacking himself on 3rd and 12. That was pretty electric.
He looked like he had shit.
5-yard overthrow interception.
Okay, last question on this game. Why was it senior night?
That felt like little dick energy. I have no idea.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about that.
Reasoning.
That was
It's just
bad.
like, are we fucking afraid of Texas or something? Like,
No,
what-
I think maybe it's like you want like the like guys who don't play to play on senior night, and so they're
Yeah.
like we're not gonna play you in an actual like big game, dude. Like,
That's the best.
but like we
argument.
did that against LSU every year, so that's why I don't get it. Like, it didn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know. Didn't love that.
Yeah, because I felt like it was all about the fact that we were playing Texas, and like maybe the game was too big for like the seniors or something. Like they didn't want to take away from their night. I don't know. It
The one
seemed
thing,
like
I guess maybe it's like you want them to be so locked in on the game and like winning versus like, this is my last time in Kyle Field, blah blah blah. Like, all right, bro, like that shit is nice and all, but like it's time to win a football game. Which in that case, it's like kind of badass, but I don't know.
I need answers, bro.
Yeah, I'll text Elko and see what he says.
All right, Coach Molester.
Molester. All right, let's move on.
I forgot about Mo Lester.
All right, Auburn
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
feels like the ultimate Aggie trap game again.
no, it doesn't. No, it does not.
It just
It does.
fucking does.
It still does. Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me?
It
Like,
happens.
how are
every
you
year.
saying you want to start it? How are you saying
we
you're like
fucking lose this game under Jimbo. We lose this game under someone. This is the most stereotypical. We have a fucking chance to make a name for ourselves, and we don't even live up to it.
You guys are so like genuinely out of touch with like reasonable expectations. It's unbelievable that like, okay, you're saying we're going to start an SEC dynasty where we are winning multiple national championships, but we're terrified of like a 4-5 Auburn team on the road. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
I'm saying
this
that is
isn't.
I'm saying that's what we're shooting for, and that's what we want to be. And for this, I'm saying as a fan, I am shitting myself because I've seen this happen so many times before. Not with Elko,
I
but it's
know
like,
the story, bro.
yeah, this is the game we lose. We look ahead to Texas. Texas is going to be the biggest game in A&M history if we beat Auburn. And all we have to do is beat shitty Auburn, Hugh Freeze with their shitty fucking quarterback. And they haven't beaten anybody. What was their best win? New Mexico? Arkansas? Or who was it? I sent it to you guys. So let's see who are their wins.
I guess you should probably know it then.
Yeah.
Their wins this year. Auburn's wins. Louisiana Monroe, New Mexico, Alabama A&M, and Kentucky. They are perfectly ripe to beat us.
But they're also not like a bad. They're not a bad team. They just turn the fucking ball over every other drive.
Yeah,
we're not losing this game. It's just not happening. This is where I'm saying you're not recognizing.
Fucking wood.
You're not recognizing the progress, and like you're like shooting for these expectations, but you're not recognizing progress. Progress is that we are a better football team. That we will not lose this game. That we are not looking ahead, and we are fully better on both sides of the ball than this team. Is that because Auburn's dog shit? Maybe. But, like, sure. Will we beat Texas and win the SEC championship? Maybe. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a definite. Like, it's not a question. This is what a good team would do. And I would be genuinely shocked if we lose the game.
But you're saying if we're a good team, if we're real. Like, we've always thought that this is what we should do, but we've never done what we should do. So if they change that, then all of a sudden I'm feeling a lot better about Texas and the SEC championship. But this is the turning point. Like, we've had a bunch of these moments this season with Elko where we're like, this is the turning point. If he loses this game, it would be typical A&M bullshit. And this is it. You go on the road. They've been terrible on the road all year. Like, what road game have we been good in this season?
I mean, we really haven't had that many road games.
No,
but every time
beat Mississippi State on the road. We beat Florida on the road. We were played a closer game than it should have been. We played half a great football game in South Carolina.
And I wouldn't even say that.
It was 20-20 at halftime.
Yeah, I agree with Billy on that. That was a really good fucking game until halftime ended.
We were getting types at the beginning.
We came back. It was 20-17. We should have gone into the half with a lead. Anyways. So what I'm saying is
one good quarter. Go ahead.
We're going into this game, right, where we're saying there's turning points. The turning points that I've seen have been Florida, where we just give up and shit our pants in our first road game after we got piped by Notre Dame, right? Arkansas, fine. Mizzou, despite them being asked, was a turning point game. We lose to these teams. You're not understanding. Like, the previous regime was losing to these. They were losing these games, right? Even the Mississippi State game ahead of the LSU matchup at home, we would lose. Like, we maybe wouldn't lose that one, right? But let's say LSU at home, we were all shocked. That is a turning point. Not a fucking Auburn game on the road.
I agree with you, but this is the final boss. Like, you understand that, right? Like, everything you're saying makes sense. Like, that's why we're in this position to begin with, and Elko and everything. But it's like, this is the final boss. Like, we have to fucking beat Auburn on the road and take care of business before Texas to make Texas relevant. That's what it is. And while we're on the topic, the Elko press conference this week, where he said
that was not ideal. See, I told you we'd talk about it later.
Our singular focus is on Texas this week.
Yikes. I mean, I think he's locked in. I don't think there's any concern about that. I think it was like someone was like, "Are you focused on the Texas game?" And he probably was like, "All right."
It was a slip. For sure a slip.
Yeah.
Auburn has a 1,000-yard rusher, though. Like, we've been bad with our run defense. We've gotten gashed before.
I'm just telling you, bro. Auburn is not a bad football team. They just turn the ball over a shitload. That's their only
24 rushing yards, by the way.
What's up?
LSU had 24 rushing yards against us. Arkansas 100.
I'm not taking anything that Brian Kelly did against
Mizzou
us.
68. Florida 52. So
What
like
about New
we're just not a bad run defense team. Like it's just
I'm
not.
just saying,
Look up Notre Dame.
Notre Dame
New Mexico
Yeah.
State.
200. Yep. I mean, we got piped in these games. Yes. South Carolina ran all over us. Absolutely.
LSU
286
ran all
yards.
over us too.
They had
No.
26 fucking
LSU got-
yards.
Shut the fuck down, bro. What are you doing right now, AgJack? You paying attention?
They had 24 rushing yards. What are you talking about?
Who am I thinking of?
Probably South Carolina. Mississippi State had 125 yards.
Yeah, I mean New Mexico State 75. That kid ran for 75 on us.
So
That was New
Also,
Mexico
they got a good running back. We had 25 missed tackles against South Carolina. We are like probably one of the best college football teams when it comes to missed tackles this year. 1,000-yard rusher on Auburn. The recipe for a nightmare. That's all we're saying, bro.
Yeah, New Mexico State ran for 122 on us. Like, fuck out of here. Yeah.
the real bad news against this is Auburn is the number 12 run defense in the NCAA.
And losing Le'Veon, like, legitimately killed us. He was so fucking good.
Well, hold on. Are we? There's rumors that there could be players coming back.
It
All right.
just doubtful.
Listed as doubtful. Interesting for someone perhaps that would have been out for the season.
Le'Veon Moss was listed as doubtful.
I don't think it was him. I don't
It was
know.
Ruben.
Can't confirm.
Just say it. Was it fucking Ruben?
Yeah. Ruben Owens listed as doubtful on the injury report this week, as is Chase Basantis.
I just don't think that Ruben coming back is going to help us. Like, he's going to have to take a minute. It's not Madden, bro. You don't just drop a fucking 87 running back into the lineup. Like, the dude hasn't played a snap all year.
I'm with the AgJack on this one. It's
it's
one of
better
those
than
things
EJ, is it not? Like, what are we talking about?
Denota's better than EJ.
Love my boy Denota, but like, come on, bro. Like, I'm taking Ruben Owens with one leg.
I guess. All right.
Let's move on.
Are we doing score predictions?
Wait, I guess
bold
scoring
predictions?
prediction. Yeah. Why don't y'all keep the same energy with your scoring prediction, bold prediction? Keep that shit the same since you're talking about it's a trap game.
All right, fine. I'll go first.
Actually, I'll go first. I'll handle this. All right, a little bro, you dog. I'm going to say 38-3.
God damn.
Damn,
What is
bro, ain't afraid of no upset.
Fuck no.
And this
I ain't scared of
next
nobody.
one-
And then I need to figure out what the name of the Auburn quarterback is. Is Peyton Thorne still? God damn. I don't know. He was still there.
Threw for 5
Peyton
touchdowns.
Thorne. I'm going to say he throws for 4 interceptions.
Wow.
2 of them by Will Lee.
Okay.
So just to be clear, the spread is 2.5 and the over under total is 46.5.
I like
So they
38-3. That fits pretty well in that.
Yeah, they think this is like a 24-21 type of game.
Don't know ball.
All right.
What do you think?
Now I'll go. Since I'm not doing the losing thing anymore, since South Carolina piped us.
I think you should go
but
back
I
to it.
No. I'm gonna go A&M 31, Auburn 17. My bold prediction is that EJ Smith runs for 200.
What would indicate to you that he's capable of even doing that without any football pads on or football players around him in general.
He has 2 80-yard touchdowns.
That's Emmett's boy. You don't know ball.
All right. Shit. I am going to go 23-9 Aggies. Terrible game. We feel awful about it. I'm going to say that Scorton gets 2 strip stacks. And
Okay.
And Torian picks one up and takes it for a touchdown. That's one of our 2 touchdowns.
I mean, God, dude, I don't feel good about this game at all.
Then why would you? What's your scoring prediction then? What is that?
I mean, hope.
I don't feel good. We'll win by 2 touchdowns, probably. Okay.
I mean, it's just the thing of like, it's what we were saying earlier, man. But if logically, yeah, we should win pretty handily. I don't know why the spread's like that. But again, dude, if the Vegas thinks it's going to be that close, again, it's just another seed of doubt just planted in the back of my fucking skull, just waiting to sprout.
I'll plant something in you.
Heisman. What's the vibes here?
They're just trying to hold Genty. It's so fucked.
Yeah.
I honestly think Genty's going to win. I don't know. It's so weird. It's such a bad year for it.
He's on pace for 1,761 yards after contact. That's insane.
Dude, he's a
That's
midget,
enough
too.
to win a Heisman by itself.
Not playing SEC ball.
That's so stupid.
Dude, no, I keep
He already set the school rushing record in 10 games.
Okay, but keep this in mind, bro. For all the Travis Hunter stands out there, he doesn't lead in pass breakups. He doesn't lead in interception. He doesn't lead in in receiving yards. He doesn't lead in receptions or receiving touchdowns. The only thing he leads in is the amount of fucking snaps he's on the field for.
Yeah.
That is the only thing he brings to the table. And honestly, like that interception he had last week, that was just a gift from God. It deflected and just fell into his lap. Let's not act like that was any fucking skill at all.
Right. Yeah. And also, Fraud Watch, if Jonty was on A&M, I don't think he would be better than EJ Smith.
Okay.
In the SEC, bro?
That is so ridiculous.
Dude, we play some of those fucking teams, and our running backs don't even do that shit.
If
Boise
EJ
State would
Smith
beat us.
was on Boise State, he would have more yards than Jonty right now.
Okay, that's ridiculous. Boise State would beat us by like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
No,
Maybe
they wouldn't.
That was
No, they
actually
fucking
insane.
wouldn't.
That's
They're
an
ass.
insane state.
I'm
Yeah.
joking. You guys just took me completely serious.
Yeah, no,
But,
that was an overreaction. That's on me.
I still think when I watch them play, I think it's like they're horrible. Like I bet against them last week, they were down like 21, and then they came back and won. And I'm like, this team is ass. Still,
Are we just ignoring the fact that Cam Ward's Heisman journey died because he was so fucking overrated?
I don't think it's over yet. I think that there could be
over.
2 crazy weeks, or he could win the ACC championship and then be right back in it.
I really hope it's over.
Super over.
They were just too fraudulent.
Miami's not a good team. If they make the playoff, that's insane.
They might win the ACC still, but the ACC is not good.
Yeah, I thought an undefeated ACC team missed a 4-team playoff last year. So I'm good on seeing a fraudulent team make it.
Yeah. Fuck all that, bro. Same with Penn State. I don't want Penn State to fucking make it either. They're more fraudulent than anybody there.
Penn State
Let's get into locks.
But they get the Notre Dame treatment.
Of course.
Locks.
One Saquon Barkley is all you need, and then you get 10 years of just cocksucking.
Yep. All right. October. Billy was so fucking close to hitting the 3-pointer. I know AgJack would have cried about that.
Not really.
But
they wouldn't have counted it as a 3-pointer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would have been like, no, it doesn't count. But they were in that game until Boston College's quarterback shit himself in the last fucking drive. Insane. Did our parlay win, by the way? No?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think it did, but like maybe. So the parlay was Boston College plus 18.5. Obviously that hit. I'm him. Tennessee plus 10.5 did not hit. So no.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's tough out here for your boy. I'm going to come back, though. Tom, you're first.
Damn, bro. I don't want to make that pick.
Dude, make the pick.
Fuck. Texas favored 20.5 on Kentucky.
It's like kind of just ass enough to miss.
Maybe so, but I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get unlucky, and Texas is gonna have like this great game against this fucking inferior ass Kentucky team that hasn't done shit with their season, never will with their sorry ass coach that I'm so fucking thankful we didn't hire. They're gonna go in, they're gonna have a great game, and then they're just gonna get the whole fucking week by ESPN and the college football rankings.
Honestly, we'd prefer that, right? Like, we want them to not play a terrible game before they play against us.
Yeah, like, we need to start like acting like that's the thing. We kind of have to like flip the script now of like, holy shit, Texas is so good. It's a huge win if we beat them. Like, that's what it's gonna have to come down to at the end here. Because if they lose, that's like way worse for us, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah. If they lose to Kentucky, then it's like
if they lose to Kentucky and then lose to us the next week, then it's like, well, like they're probably like close to unranked, or who knows. And then we have Ole Miss with 2 losses, Georgia with 2 losses, Alabama with 2 losses, and we got to win SEC championship.
They need to win.
So
the stakes need to be part of the game because everyone's going to be watching. And then we make the playoff off of vibes solely that night.
Off of vibes?
I mean,
when the fuck
like, everybody's watching. All the committee guys are like fucking bricked up after Thanksgiving.
Is that how that works?
I don't have much faith in the committee, bro.
They're already yapping, bro. They started their yap. All right, Billy, drop a pick.
I've got differential and a win on you, so I think I'm going to go on money line here. I think I'm going to make a play.
Better pull it.
Mississippi State money line.
Wow.
Who are they playing against?
He may have cooked. They're playing Mizzou at home.
Wow. I don't mind that at all. Van Buren?
Dude, what happened to Van Buren after he balled against us?
AgKnocks curse, bro. We said he was going to be a first rounder.
Dude, they're 2-8. Like, Mississippi State is not – they are not going 2-10. There's just no way.
That's what you said last time.
They're not that bad. Like, they're not that bad of a team. We watched the game.
Last time you said that, they lost by like 60 the next week, though.
Bro, are they not that bad because they played us well and they haven't played any other team well? Are we bad, bro? Fuck.
No, like we watched that game. Like Van Buren is not bad.
He's not.
No, okay.
I don't care like how good or bad your like DBs are. Like you don't just like that just like leave you. Like you're making great throws.
He just nutted up. Made halftime adjustments, showed the blueprint how to stop him. All right. I need to make a play here, obviously. I'm going UCLA money line against USC. They're 4.5 point underdog. I think that's a great coin flip for me, considering it's a rivalry game. UCLA
Wait,
is
what?
still,
What's the spread?
it's 4.5.
I thought
Which is
5 was the cutoff.
It's 4.5. It's literally in there. It's in the doc. It's been in there all year.
Okay, I see it. All right.
But Deshaun Foster has done a good job making UCLA a better team as the year's gone along. I think Lincoln Riley is flailing right now, and I think this is just primed for them to win a big, hyped up rivalry game. UCLA money line. Let's get that fold. Let's fucking surpass Billy this week. Put him where he belongs. Back in the Army Navy game.
Damn, bro.
All right. Parlay. I've got an absolute lock.
Fuck.
I feel incredible about it. We're already up like 9 million now. So
let's fade it.
It's Indiana plus 3.5 first quarter.
No, fade it. And
Dude,
we can't.
you don't
I'm
understand.
not finding that. I'm not finding that bet to put.
I already typed it. Don't worry. My buddy texted me about it like 3 weeks ago about Ohio State starting slow. It's been an insane lock every single week since then. I'm telling you, they just can't start. They just don't start the game well. And of all teams that would come out and punch them in the mouth, it's Indiana. It hit for Purdue, and they lost. Purdue lost 45-0.
Your confidence is what the issue is here.
Well, it's not a bet I made up, so I guess that probably makes you feel better.
Let's take Auburn money line.
No. Why would we do that? We stopped doing that. I like Bama minus 13.5 at OU.
I like that too. Let's take OU. Every time we all agree on something, it loses. So let's just go sideways. Like, give a pick that you like and let's fade it.
Won a parlay without you. Clearly, it was you. I don't know.
It was not you. It was Lerma. It was Lerma Shrek. Shrek just coming out hot with the picks, and it was just by happenstance. The only parlay that we won was because Trump was going to be president, and he was like, "Fuck it, armed forces." Like, think about that, bro.
No, it was Veterans Day. Clown.
Oh, okay, it's Veterans Day. Back in Trump's America.
Just saying. All right, so we've got Indiana plus 3.5 first quarter. Tom?
Colorado minus 3.
Sick, dude.
Jesus.
Hey, don't put that shit in there. I don't want to fucking take Colorado in anything.
All right, we'll pick one then.
Yeah, Syracuse minus 10 against UConn.
Could not help himself, but like pick a fucking random ass bet. Okay.
What about LSU?
Stupid.
Against Vanderbilt? 7.5. Feel like no one's giving them a chance right now.
Hate that.
Yeah, but don't you feel like they think their season's over?
No, I saw some video about this like country ass like white offensive lineman who was saying the exact opposite.
They're on a
He's
4-game
we got
losing
out
streak.
here.
Bama minus 13.5 should be the play, but
It's my pick.
yep, it's your pick.
Oh shit. Well, you know,
I thought you had that bum ass Colorado pick.
Notre Dame is hot.
Jesus Christ. You know what's more impressive, by the way, than ranked wins is ranked losses. Those are actually more impressive. Just saying.
Apparently. Damn. Let's go South Carolina minus 42.5 over Wofford.
Good God. 42.5 points? Holy shit.
Wait,
like
it's
the,
crazy.
like,
BYU
worst
is
thing.
underdogs this week. Again.
Dude, BYU sucks.
Yep.
Actually, you know
All
what?
right,
I'm
let's
going
do
to Utah State minus 4.5 against San Diego State.
shots fired, bro. All right, I've got something for Cringe Fest. I think we have one other thing.
Yeah.
Or even
Yeah.
like a what's cooking. I'll do it for what's cooking. Go ahead for your Cringe Fest if you have something.
Well, Cringe Fest is online. What's cooking is personal life. Just to remind you.
Okay, Cringe Fest is I know someone that helped to launch a Disney Lululemon collaboration, cross pollination. The question is,
What was it for trans girls?
okay, I'm not saying that, but the question is, will Disney adults get skinnier, or will Lululemon wearers just be fatter? That I don't understand.
Is the assumption that people that like Disney are fat?
Absolutely, yes.
I don't know if
Disney
that's
adults? What do you mean?
is that true?
There's like a whole like section of TikTok that's like dedicated to like overweight Disney goers and like how to navigate Disney as a fat person.
What?
Yeah, I think
Insane concept. I will send you some videos shortly.
well, I think this is more of a what's cooking, but
That's what I was saying, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I think it's what's cooking. A lot of food for they're going to start serving food at the Lululemon shops in Orlando.
Just to stay in business, bro.
Rating Disney World rides based on how plus size friendly they are.
I guarantee that's on Cowdog's Algo.
Dude, yeah. Did CowDog send you that?
No, dude.
Okay, well, I got nothing on that. I don't know. Like,
I think
Lulu's just everywhere.
Disney, I think Lulu wearers get fatter. I think they've got to upgrade their sizes. Take out the extra smalls.
The whole point of Lulu is to make fat people feel bad, though. I thought that was like their whole thing. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of their platform. I was a little concerned on the alignment for them, but it is what it is.
It's concerning.
Go check it out if you guys haven't. Sell that shit out if you have a size that fits you.
Is that Kamala's last stand? One wave of wokeness.
One wave of wokeness.
Might be.
All right. Back to Cringe Fest. We had this one. So the ticket pull, the infamous ticket pull for Texas, where people were camped out for nights on end, and it was just an absolute shit show. Apparently, it's standing room only. Apparently, they sold out of tickets like halfway through Junior Day. There were a lot of tweets that came out of it, a lot of publicity. My favorite tweet was this one guy, John Mack, on Twitter. He said, "My son was there 3 a.m. Saturday night until today and got third deck. Frat boys suck. Hashtag rent a friend." And the replies were hilarious. But yeah, I mean, this guy's son was more important than everybody else.
Yeah, like 3 a.m. on Saturday is like pretty late considering people were there at like halftime of the game. Like,
right.
If I showed up 6 hours late to something that's like a release party, I would be expecting to probably not get it. I would think.
I feel like everybody on Twitter has been blaming the fraternities for the ticket pull shit. I just want to say, fraternities don't even make up 10% of the student population. Just want to put that out there.
Fraternities always get blamed for everything at A&M, even though there's so many groveling fucking core groups. And
Oh
my
God, yes, dude. The core gets their own fucking section. Like, be mad at them.
Right. Like, how is that like, student, and I was jumping in the replies of like, okay, how are we not upset with the core for like 10,000 people taking a first deck ticket? Maybe not 10,000, but let's say like 2 to 5. I don't fucking know.
And those aren't even taxpayers. They don't even pay fucking tuition. Bullshit.
I mean, so I texted my buddy who was in the Corps, and I was like, okay, first of all, you have to pay for the Corps. So like the rent-a-friend thing still applies there. Not really understanding it. You do save money on like condoms and Plan B, I guess, given the virginity pledge. But like, you have to pay for your goofy ass boots. You have to pay for your weekly haircut. You have to live on campus and get a meal plan, and you have to take certain courses. In addition to that, upperclassmen are guaranteed first deck tickets. Band always. Band, fair enough. I get it. That's fine.
Yeah.
No issue with the band. But like, why do we have a separate ticket pool for Core? And why do they all get dates? Why is it like, oh yeah, bro, like obviously I can pull, like these chicks don't even know you. Like they're just going because you're in the first deck.
Yeah, they don't want to be there. For sure. No, everything, every core slander is always welcome and valid.
I will say it was hilarious though wait, sorry, go ahead.
No, you talk about it. That's what I was going to talk about next.
It was definitely hilarious that SAE felt like they like needed to release a statement, like that they're I guess it was kind of blowing up on TexAgs, but I'm like, I don't think releasing a statement on your Instagram story is like really gonna like put out the fire that you think you've got here.
Yeah. So talk about it.
All you did was take responsibility for it.
Talk about it for the people that don't know. Like, what were they? Why were they posting? What did they say? What happened?
So there was something about, I guess it was like an SAE member that is accused of like somehow colluding to pull hundreds of tickets, which is like, I don't even think that's possible. And then in addition to that, turning around to sell them online, which I guess one guy did get exposed for selling them online. But like, I feel like half the students are doing that right now.
There's so many students tickets in the first deck that are for sale right now on SeatGeek.
Yeah.
What Facebook group can I join to find those tickets? Because I will pay $500. That's fine.
Yeah, that's a steal.
Oh, can we talk about this real quick? Real quick. I'm getting paid like $900 to go to this game. I'm just saying. I just need to say that. I need to flex on that real quick.
But you know it's not a flex, and you are actually one of the worst people in existence.
Yeah,
right?
Let's try to
sell your tickets on SeatGeek to a potential opposing fan.
Oh no!
Right?
Guess what?
We didn't lose Notre Dame
this year. Other than Notre Dame, that was my fault. That was Connor's fault.
That's the entire reason that you're getting paid $900. By the way, this is the first game.
You could have been getting paid fucking so much more, bro.
I verified.
For New Mexico State.
There's no opposing fans that come to Kyle Field. Like, let's be real.
Okay.
That's just like it's such a cop out. Like, you guys are just salty. Like, just admit that you wish you bought tickets this year. Like, you should have. You should have.
I mean, I wouldn't sell them if I did. I would give them to my fucking family and friends for games I couldn't make.
What if you were like, okay, I want to go to the Texas game for sure. I'm not going to be able to go to the other games. Might as well get paid to go to the Texas game. Because that was my thought process, and it worked. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you're selling them to opposing fans, which is like, I guess, sick.
Yeah. I don't know, but
Bro, we're going to turn around. We can't just get props. Okay. What else do we have? Anything cooking?
I did my cooking.
Shit.
Nothing.
Let me see if I have anything real quick. I guess we can. This is not bad. So there's a report today that Deion Sanders would be open to coaching in the NFL if he coached for the team that was going to draft Shador, and that was the only way if he was like guaranteed to draft Shador, which I feel like he could pull off and like collude and basically make it to where no other team could draft Shador if he was like in the top 8. So people are saying Cowboys, even though they signed Dak.
Dude, I mean, Fuck it, whatever, dude. Give me another reason not to watch.
You're kind of copying out, dude. Like it's actually pretty bitch made. At least AgJack stands on business for like his 3-7 team.
Thank
Dude,
you.
Like you're 3-7 and are just like, I haven't watched them in weeks. I don't care. You can't hurt me.
It's deflection. He's watching every snap.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, like I guess I like didn't watch it. I'm watching House of Cards. Like, okay, you
he's
weren't
like-
watching Monday Night Football. Okay,
Bro, I haven't turned on a Cowboys game, like specifically outside of Red Zone, this entire season.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You're punching drywall. Fuck out of here.
You're such a lie. Yeah, show us your closet right now. You won't.
I mean, I will, bro. There's nothing in there.
Except you. Ah.
Oh, there was one more awesome cringe fest we forgot is celebrities announcing that they're leaving Twitter after Trump got elected. Just
Oh man.
it doesn't get better than that. That's what we need a cow dog here for that.
That is pretty good.
But yeah, Dion. Oh, where do you guys think Aaron Rodgers is going to end up next year? I was thinking about this. Like, what?
Don't act like you thought of this. Just say you saw the tweet, please, before you say it.
What tweet? For the Vikings?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was just saying, I was thinking about this 2 days ago because they said he wasn't going to be back. And I was like trying to see what teams are even possible. And I thought about the Vikings for a second, but I was like, nah. Like, they have the rookie. Like, that's not going to
They said he just had another knee surgery.
I think
So there you go.
Oh wait, Rodgers or the rookie? I thought you were just. I was like, Tom Hanks just operating on zero
McCarthy.
information. He's over.
No, Rodgers, bro.
Oh, he
No,
should be.
He's
done.
going to play.
He's not
going
gonna
to
be
play.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to play next year, but it sounds like there's like a coup against him. So he's like out for the Jets, and people are saying he might go to the Vikings.
Dude, I mean, there would be he sucks, dude. He's worse than Zach Wilson and Sam Darnold with the Jets. And also he got rid of Robert Saleh, which I feel like the players liked Saleh.
I don't think
If I'm the Vikings, why would I take on Aaron Rodgers when Sam Darnold is playing fine?
because it's Aaron Rodgers versus Sam Darnold. But I was
Aaron
like,
Rodgers-
can you think of another team?
That would have been sick. But like, it's not 2016 or whatever, 2020.
Can you think of another team that makes sense, like off-season wise? Like there might be someone who gets hurt next year or whatever, but like there's not another team where it's like, all right, like go get Aaron Rodgers and then you can win a Super Bowl. Like it's
Browns.
kind of
Damn.
no,
What do you mean?
I don't think so.
They've
What?
been a quarterback away for like 4 years now.
Why don't
they've
you
been
think
pretty
so?
bad this year.
Because
I just
Deshaun is ass. Or was
I think the
ass.
Browns have been pretty bad this year. They got stomped by the Saints this weekend. But anyways, Tom, do you understand what we're talking about with him going to the Vikings? Like what that would be? I don't think you're picking it up.
Are you like mansplaining Brett Favre's career to
I'm
him?
about to mansplain this to you. It's the exact same situation as Brett Favre. Like
Oh.
playing out in broad daylight.
Dude, who cares?
It's a simulation we live in.
He needs to retire.
He won't.
I don't disagree.
All right, let's do in the spirit of efficiency. Let's do War Room. Do we know
Yeah.
what we're doing?
What's our war room, Mr. Efficiency?
All right, our War Room will do Japanese things.
Ooh, fuck, let's
Just
go.
because AgJack had to serve out his suspension in Japan. We literally exiled him, which is
Yeah, that's
crazy.
a dumb as shit war room.
What do you
Let
mean?
me speak on Japan very, very quickly. And
Yeah,
Billy
like, why
can,
would that not be your cooking thing? Let's think of a different one while he's doing that. I don't know. Yap about Japan.
Billy can attest to this. You got to go to Japan. You got to make it a priority. It's just different, bro. It's incredible. It's clean. It's safe. The toilets are insane. Every piece of food that you have is unbelievable. The convenience stores are unmatched. You pull up and you buy like 20 things, and you're like, damn, in America, this is about to cost me like $80 and it's like $13. And you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. And everyone's so nice and you're taller than everyone. Everybody speaks English. Like there's no intimidation factor. The infrastructure is incredible. Like the fucking bullet train, Jesus Christ, if we had a bullet train in Texas, my God. I think that there's a different like social expectation there. Like everybody's locked in, and that's probably why there's a suicide rate that's so high, because everybody's like locked in and they believe in like the process, and they are like they trust each other, and they follow the social construct that they've created in Japan through this imperialistic history that they have, and everyone's in on it. And it's like they wait in line and they don't trash the place. And we just can't get away with that in America. We're too much of a mixed pot, and it's unrealistic, but that is peak society out there.
I mean,
A bullet train and no trash on the ground is peak society.
You gotta go live it.
Japan has literally 0 SEC championships.
Or Super Bowls.
Dude,
or
let's
World Series.
Do Japanese things for War Room. There's so many.
I do think we could do Japanese things. I think Tom is kind of being a pussy just because
Yeah.
he's never been to Japan.
I just thought of 6 right now.
Dude, the American government said their piece on what they thought of that fucking shitty country.
That can be a Japanese thing, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, that is an option.
Yeah. I'll go first, shit. Or I'll go last. I don't care.
No, you go second, bro. Tom,
I'll
you
go
want
second.
first or you want last?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right, say something.
Things about Japan, the atom bomb. Just a great revolution in terms of warfare technology. Glad we had somewhere safe and clean to test it out. Glad we were able to reset their economy so they could be so great. So, atom bomb.
Damn. That's crazy. So crazy first pick. I'm going to say, I just have nothing to say about that. I'm going to say for my pick, I'm going to say sushi. Obviously, it should have been the number 1 pick. Atom bomb's crazy as that. Sushi's dope, dude. There's a lot of variety. You can get deep fried. You can get nigiri. You can get sashimi. I think, yeah, I mean, it's just, sushi, if you're not a sushi person, I kind of think you're a dumbass, personally.
Sushi.
Because you're like, it's not cooked. It's like, what do you think? Like, everyone's getting sick every time they eat sushi in like all of the sushi restaurants worldwide? Like,
I don't know, bro. Some people just get grossed out by non-cooked food.
Yeah, because they're not cultured, bro.
Yeah,
Dude, I
why you
love sushi.
Why don't you have any in your hand right now?
I actually had, I guess it's Vietnamese food. So never mind.
Not the same, actually. At all. All right,
So
you got AgJack.
I have a sushi story. But the first night we got to Japan, we went to see Jiro, which if you know
sushi?
If you know, you know. And we pull up, and it is the most intimidating like sushi restaurant possible. You just walk in there, and they like sit you down and start ripping like nigiris at you, just bang, 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 and you're like, oh my God, sashimis, whatever. So my wife, she's gotten really good about eating stuff. Like she's come a long way from chicken nuggets and pizza without sauce, and she's been doing well. She was ready for Jiro, and Jiro comes in there, and first thing he rips out is these like raw clams that look like they're covered in jizz, basically. And he's like, "These are yours," and we're like, "Okay,
very good,
let's go."
very fresh.
Yeah, and you just have to eat them quick because they're on to the next one. It's a 27-course menu, and you're just like, "Fuck!" And you got to eat and eat and eat. So some aggressive bites to start out. And about halfway through, my wife is very much struggling, and like it basically looked like she was about to cry. and she's like trying to get the food down, and Jiro had to stop the meal in the middle, and she tapped out. She tapped out of Jiro halfway through, and
She didn't finish.
It was tough.
That's crazy.
She tapped out.
Damn.
But I honestly don't blame her. Like I was staring that man into his soul because I felt like I had to, but it was a lot. It was a lot of food. It was fast.
Yeah, with omakase, you kind of have to lie and like say you're allergic to like some things that are kind of gross. Like be like, if something looks disgusting, be like, I'm actually allergic. My dad did that every time in Japan, and they're like, oh, of course, no problem.
So yeah, I mean, shout out to her. She was an absolute trooper for going, and she made it as far as she physically could. But then it got to a point where she was chewing one piece for like 15 minutes, and we were like, all right, we gotta stop, Jiro.
So she ate Jiro's raw clam jizz and then dipped.
Pretty much. I popped Jiro.
All right, and on to your actual pick, AgJack. Go ahead.
My actual pick. I'm starting off with Japanese toilets. My God, bro. That you sit down and your first inclination is like, there's no way they can be better than American toilets, like that much better. And you sit down and it's like a fucking warm seat and it just hugs you. And then you take a shit and then you just push a button and it starts washing your asshole and it oscillates and it pulses and it just like clears you out. And then some of the really fancy ones, if you're lucky, have a dryer. So you don't even have to, it's like completely hands off. Like you maybe get one half wipe in and then you dry and then you stand up and you feel amazing. And then there's like ones that have noise, like music that plays while you're taking a shit. It's unmatched.
I think that's very zesty. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, wow.
Like, that's like super questionable.
What? Questionable? Go try it.
So like if it was a human doing that to your butthole, you would be like, that's crazy to do that, right?
What do you mean?
Like you realize what I'm saying, right? Like that would be weird. Of like,
yeah,
and it's not the fact that it's someone else doing it; it's the fact that it is happening to your hole, and that you're enjoying the sensation.
Yeah, it's great, bro. You save on toilet paper. You don't have to like wipe. You don't have to risk wiping too hard, getting hernias.
It's like not a risk for most people, but
yeah, that's a very specific problem. Only some people suffer.
Yeah, I mean, I will agree. No, the warm toilet seat is very nice. I don't disagree with that. Once you get past the initial shock of like, wait, someone just sat on this, you're like, no, it's actually like intentionally warmed.
Yeah.
That is nice. I had genuine fear of the burst of water.
Nah.
As a man.
I mean,
I just was not.
You have to as a dude.
You just
like
you can't get it.
Like the go ahead.
No, I was going to say you can't have it to where it goes directly in your hole. You have to like do the rim. You have to like give yourself a little rim job. You give a little shake. And that's how you oscillate, bro.
Dude,
bro,
so
how
like
long were you in Japan again, bro? You're getting rim jobs from a bidet?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's where it's weird. Like a bidet is like different because it's like a water fountain and it's like you just dip in it. Versus like something shooting targeted at your hole is crazy.
It's great.
That's absurd.
Fantastic. And also it's like you stand up and if you forgot to like flush or whatever, it just automatically flushes no matter what. It opens when you walk up and it's always warm. It's just crazy, bro. I don't know. I need one. I need that.
Let's move on.
Bullet train. Second pick, bullet train. Goddamn, bro. Someplace you could drive 6 hours to, it takes 2 hours on the train. And when you get on the train, you have insane leg room for sitting in economy. Plus, you get like you can go pull up at a convenience store at the train station and get a bento box and have like a full ass like delicious fresh steak meal just from like a fucking 7-Eleven. And it's just elite. It feels like you're in Harry Potter and you're just like ripping like a 7-Eleven haul and you sit on this train and it's awesome. You see Mount Fuji. We need that shit in Texas, bro.
I have seen like the map of like the proposed high-speed train system in the United States, and it looks pretty sick. But then like all the comments are always like, "Yeah, you think this is fucking possible, idiot?" It's like it feels like it should be possible. Like there are other countries that have mountains, yes, but like it's probably doable.
It's probably regionally doable. I feel like you could have
It's
one in the
doable across
Northeast.
the country. There are already railroads. Like it's not that hard.
I feel like if there was one for, like the three big cities, Austin, Dallas, and Houston, I feel like if there was a thing for that, then that'd be perfect. Everything else, there's fucking nothing there. Japan is like 150,000 square miles. Texas is like 300,000 square miles.
Wait, if there was something between Houston, I would call that like the Hyperloop or something, you know?
Well, that's what they wanted to do, right? But that's
Like
the whole thing.
Oh, is that a thing? Oh, my bad.
Yeah. That
It's
was
like gone.
actually...
Obviously, it's a fucking thing. Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of abandoned it, I guess.
Yeah, it was weird. But the crazy thing that I learned about these bullet trains is that that's the reason why all of the food in the convenience stores is like so fresh and chill every single day. Not only do they have a perfectly aligned supply chain to meet demand every day, but they can bring you fresh food from any of the warehouses because they can hop on the bullet train and get anything there like in a couple hours. It's just crazy.
All right.
America, change your ways.
I have a sleeper pick. Feels like it's overlooked. I think we're missing Japanese culture. My secondary pick is going to be Dragon Ball Z, Elite show. I'm going to say / anime in general. Dragon Ball Z was goated for those in our generation. Like everyone spent their like childhood about to go Super Saiyan, so that was kind of sick. Japan obviously put us on for that, so shout out to them.
Sounds like a virgin pick.
What do you mean?
Dragon
Ball Z is the opposite of virginity.
I don't know, Tom Ag, what do you think? Is that a virgin pick?
I mean, Dragon Ball Z was like, I guess, solid as a kid, but it's pretty it's weird now. It's like the
I'm not watching it now, obviously, but it was sick. I don't think it's even on.
All right, hold on. Debate this. Is Dragon Ball Z less lame than Naruto or whatever the fuck it's called?
Absolutely. Dragon Ball Z is the only cool anime, in my opinion. Only acceptable anime. If you tell me you watch Naruto, I'm like, I'm judging you, bro. As an adult.
That's fair.
Unless you're into that. And then I'm like, okay, you're like an anime person. Fine. But like Dragon Ball Z felt like it kind of crossed the threshold of like, you're no longer just an anime person. Like this is cinema.
Yeah.
All right. Passionate about Dragon Ball Z, bro.
Seems pretty gay to me.
That video game as a child was also so sick. All right, go ahead, Tom.
Fuck. Trying to think about what Japan is known for.
Baseball. Fucking.
Yeah.
They started baseball. Did you know that?
There's like a lot of things out here, dude. Like it's pretty easy, I would say generally.
Can I pass?
There's like so many different food types.
Just nothing else. All right. I think AgJack and I have some good honorable mentions if you're passing.
Sure.
Or you could pick from the honorable mentions. We'll let you pick.
Dude, it's fine. I'll pass. You can put pass on the graphic.
That's crazy.
We got Shohei Ohtani, Godzilla's
so dope.
Godzilla was a solid pick. All right.
Pokemon, also kind of sick. Robots, probably in general. I feel like they came from Japan.
Yeah.
No?
Matcha.
Ew.
Every food type. God. Just incredible.
And I also feel like it's kind of sick how much like Japanese just from movies. Like sayonara is like literally how you say bye, but it's like you just are like, oh, that's kind of sick.
Like, nobody says that though. Like it's
in
weird,
movies,
right?
they said that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, sayonara. And you're like, yeah, obviously that means bye. Like it's clear from the context of the movie. Versus, and like also domo arigato, miso roboto, literally means thank you very much. Bang.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Roboto.
I feel like it's a country. Didn't you say it was English? Would people look at you weird if you're hitting them with like lines and shit?
That's how I hit him.
Dude, Shohei Ohtani is everywhere there. It's crazy. He's just like I get it, but like he's like their only celebrity.
Mid.
Only celebrity? I don't know about that.
Like when you're there, it's like one weird blonde guy who I don't know what his deal is. That's all over the place, like on the subways and the billboards, and then it's Shohei Ohtani.
So you spent your entire time in Japan. Okay, let me just get this straight. You spent your entire time in Japan fantasizing about pictures of men in public, putting raw meat in your mouth, and getting your whole sprayed. That's what you did with your wife. And you had your wife eating debatably jizz.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's insane. Respect to Mrs. AgJack. That was obviously
incredible place. What a place. And I just did my Jewish complaining. I fucking peaked and I got my entire flight there covered back in miles. They gave me all the miles back.
I mean,
Crazy.
That's on C34B though. That's probably sucked.
Wait, what?
I feel like you deserve to have like all that shit back.
I did, but I didn't expect them to actually. Because long story short, delay 27 hours. Terrible, but yeah, very very chill. All right, we move on. Cow dog, you got a peevin'? Okay, that checks out. What else?
That's it. That's the end of the.
Fuck Husan Longstreet, bitch.
Oh,
yeah, honestly, like I don't. He didn't even play for us. We don't need to discuss that. Fuck that dude. Unless he comes back, then he's the goat.
Then he's chill.
I mean, I feel like there's a chance he does come back, doesn't it?
Didn't he just commit like a month ago?
Well, apparently USC was like his dream school. So,
what? Like they weren't offering him before?
I don't know. Fucking...
I'm like, okay, like you're a 5-star. You couldn't get an offer from USC or something. Okay,
maybe they had another quarterback or something.
Remember when Miller Moss was like the chosen one? Bro waited for like 7 years to go like 6-6.
Oh,
all right.
Thank you guys.